Welcome, one and all, whoever may be watching this. This will be part 12 of Gyllt. Let's just jump into this one. Okay, where has it dumped me? It's definitely not where I left off. Yeah, no, I was all the way next to the gym and the game's just like, haha, back to the auditorium we go. So this is where I'm at. I could either run around and try to find all the things that I've missed. Kind of feel like I have done very well given that I've been going after what I could find and I've been trying to explore everywhere. I haven't got 100% in anything, but I am over halfway with all of them, so that has to be some kind of achievement. What I can do, there's obviously the quartz stone behind the gym there. And there's still a person around this area somewhere. So maybe I could at the very least do a run around here and see if I can't find that person. I'm not like super terrified of these monsters either. So if I could get in the middle here somewhere, that would be helpful. Okay, I mean, I see a birdcage plaque. Oh yeah, there's a bird up there. Can I get it from here, though?
I wonder if there are more of these.
Yay! So I've got all the birds. I've got 6 out of 6 birds. Well, that has to be something. I'd be happy to call it a day with that. I can say I got 100% of something. Not everything, but definitely something. Hold on, light is the hope of the lost. What did that do? Okay, I'm assuming because I found all of the birds, this has opened up.
I don't believe this.
Well, hold on. I don't know what you're not believing. What information do you have that I don't have? Will there be a person down here? Because then I'd get at least 100% of people in this area. Unless maybe that's the thing, like... If I got the birds, maybe there was something around that was supposed to... that I could interact with, kind of like this, you know what I mean? I don't know.
It's another strange book.
Sally said she would walk home with me today. I was so happy to spend time with her. She's really nice when we're alone, but when she's with her friends, she doesn't like to talk to me. I saw her at the bus station waiting for me. She smiled and waved when I ran toward her. But then all her friends called her from the other side of the street. Sally stopped smiling at me. Her friends yelled at me, called me snot, like they always do, and told Sally they were going to the arcade. I thought she would stay, but she turned to follow them. But she promised she'd walk home with me. She promised. I yelled after her, but she pushed me away and told me to get lost. Her friends laughed at me, and I started to cry again. I'm always crying. Is that how Sally really feels? Maybe I shouldn't go home. Maybe I really should get lost. Nah, and the truth is revealed. Sally is not as innocent as she would claim to be. Which again, I feel like, you know, being a child, adolescence, teenagehood. Oh gosh, yep, hello.
You're free.
Okay, I do see something pinging. Ah yes, it's his book, of course.
It's another strange book.
Okay, I've read that one. Why did it not register that I had read it? Anyways. It was all our fault. Our fault. We should have seen the signs and pulled the plug, but we were blinded by greed. What makes someone as brilliant as, beg your pardon, myself, stay and work in a town as grey as Bethelwood? The answer is easy. It's never about the place, it's about the project. Trinity College gave Newton the chance to do his thing without prying eyes. The boring patent office in Bern gave Einstein the spark to kill Newton and go beyond. It's never only the place, of course, but the place matters too. In my case, it mattered greatly. It was bloody and glowing. It had this devilish vibe that made it look like a tainted present from ancient forgotten gods. We called it red quartz, a plain name to avoid drawing attention to its otherworldly energetic properties. One that can evoke, in a brilliant mind like mine, visions of a carbon-free future, of flying cars and bullet trains. But then I checked the reports of the mental health department and became unsettled. So many miners suffering from bleak depression or something worse, without explanation. I tried to understand the problem, so I dug up some of the stories about these mountains. And yes, I found some really dreadful stuff, but strangely, for an analytical brain as mine, I knew that the core of what I was reading was the truth, how the red quartz was created, the powers that we were meddling with. As with many other things, the natives were the first to notice. Broken people like our miners going missing. The mountain was hungry, said one of the darkest stories. It feeds on fear, the fears of the missing ones. It created another reality, a carnival of those fears to trap the people and fester with their eternal anguish. When the person is consumed, it becomes part of the mountain, and the very essence of their life is extracted, and turns into a red quartz. All of this was true as gravity. I tried to warn my fellow colleagues. It was, of course, useless. They thought that age had finally eroded my mind and spirit, and because I insisted, they fired me. That's why I had to start the fire. A small price to pay to free the people of Bethelwood from the grasp of that wretched mine. That was what I thought. But Tom surprised me with its everlasting greed. They built the town again, they just moved it to the other side of the valley and tried to reopen the mine. Everything I did, the pain and havoc I caused, was for nothing. Everyone in Bethelwood is still in danger. Now there's nothing else I can do. The mountain has trapped me. I've seen what it does with my own eyes. I've seen its corrupted heart. All the wrongs that I've done in my life are here to torment me. It's just a matter of time until I have to pay the ultimate price for all the people that died in that fire. I can hear the burning flames coming closer. It's time to atone. Well, that was pretty heavy. How do you feel about all that, Sally? Let's just stop and, take a second to appreciate everything there.
Okay. I must be going nuts.
Can we destroy it in any way? Blow it up? Okay, well, we got 4 out of 4 in this area, which bumps us up to 6 out of 10. It's hard sometimes with games to know whether it's worth going for 100% or not. I'm a bit tainted by Hogwarts Legacy, where I spent so much time and effort getting to 100% in that game and nothing happened. And I hate getting to 100% unless I accidentally do it. So I'm just like, it's not worth it. Unless it's a game like Spirit of the North, where you have to get 100% in order to finish. Yeah, okay, so we've got to get to the hallway. See, so this is like where I missed one of 3 people. I'm just kind of like, how did that happen? I've explored everywhere. The only thing I can think of is obviously the staircase, which I would have to go upstairs and put out the fire. Alright, just bear with me. Might as well give it a try. Alright, I do have to have a giggle at how unfazed I am by all these monsters. Like, at one point I was sneaking around this place, trying not to get murdered, and now I'm just like, whatever, I fought mannequins, I don't care about you guys. Yeah, there he is. Can I free him?
It's okay. You can go. It's another strange book.
I knew it. I was right. They called me crazy, those morons. They are all the crazy ones. They were blind. The truth was right there all this time. First, you've got all those legends, those native stories about the mountain. It's cursed. I mean, everybody's heard that, right? So the location is important. It is not random at all. That's why Tom decided to dig here. Of all the places they were looking for the mountain's secrets. Then those 3 miners disappeared back in the 60s and people started talking about the mine being cursed. So what did they do? They covered everything up, called it an accident. An accident? Yeah, right. Am I the only one who finds it a little strange that a private company like Tom would pay to rebuild a whole town? For what? Avoiding a lawsuit? They spent millions of dollars on this. It doesn't make sense. There's no way Tom was able to afford it. Obviously the government was involved, or something bigger. There's always a bigger fish. And what about the other cases of missing persons? There's been 6 unsolved cases in Bethelwood over the last 30 years. 6! And every single one was depressed before they went missing. Seriously, no one thinks these things are related? It's the same thing all over again. And why is that? Because they are messing with the mountains once more. And I can finally prove it. I found them, the missing people. They've been here the whole time. They're in Bethelwood, or some sort of twisted version of it. It is obviously a kind of parallel dimension. This is the place the Forgotten wind up, where they fall through the cracks. And I'm here with them. Nobody listened to me, but I'm going to make them listen. I've got my camera and I'll take pictures of everything. Just gotta find a way to get out of here before these aliens eat my brain. I found a woman with weird radioactive eyes. She looks like my mum. I don't know. I think she's a ghost. She told me to use the ticket I found and get the hell out of here. No problem. The aliens are afraid of the camera flash, so I can still put up a fight. I'll fight and I'll win. I'm not gonna turn to stone like everyone else. So again, I'm assuming his mum with the radioactive eyes is the same person who's been helping us. Okay, while I'm here, I might as well check out something else which may or may not indicate anything. Alright, I have an idea. There is something I noticed when I was editing. Might be the answer we're looking for, maybe. I noticed this, and I totally missed it when I was here before. I think this will take us where we want to go.
Nice.
Okay, so then we just need to find that other person who I'm assuming is in class 206. This stupid mannequin. Distracting me far out. Yeah, there you are. That is so irritating. If this mannequin hadn't have just shown up, I think I would have been A-okay.
Emily, are you there?
It's cool, we know where she is.
It's over now. It's another strange book.
These are the facts. I'm an organized, rational person. At least I was. I was a well-known psychiatrist specialized on treating all types of traumas affecting workers on mining sites. I had prestige, wealth, and success. And my better years were already behind me. One day, a representative of a big mining company, Tom, offered me a huge salary. The deal was to work for them exclusively at their coal mine in Bethelwood, a small town somewhere in Maine. I didn't really need the money, but I accepted. I could use some peace and quiet. I thought it could be a good place to retire. On arrival, I discovered that the psychological health department was helmed by 12 people. I couldn't believe it. I understood it some time later when I saw with my own eyes what was happening to the minds of the miners in that site. Now I think that 12 people weren't enough. The miners, they broke. I don't know how to put it in words. Their minds were being shattered somehow, but why? The town was beautiful, not a bad place to live at all. The mine didn't have especially harsh conditions. The salary was okay, but every now and then regular folks with regular lives came to work showing severe depression symptoms overnight without hinting any signs beforehand. I did all I could to help those people. Every man and woman in our department did, and we failed. I failed. Then some miners started to disappear. I don't know what was happening. I've never been more clueless in my life. I thought about quitting. I just couldn't. After the incident, most of the members of the psychiatrist team decided to leave for good. I decided to stay. I don't think I can leave. Maybe the fire started because I didn't diagnose one of the workers on time. I don't know. I'm still keeping the ticket for the cable car that I used to take to go to work. It reminds me of those days, the mine, my failure. Someday I'll make amends with these people. I'll find peace. Then I won't need to hold on to this ticket anymore. I think they do a really good job exploring all these different situations from different points of views. Like, obviously we just read about the fellow who started the fire to try and get people out. So cool. Again, it's actually kind of really tempting. I'm like sitting on the cusp of getting 100%. And then, oh, there's the whole like parking, this situation too. I think it's just the auditorium and the car park. Let's just have a little look-sees around. I might as well see what I can do. Yeah, I had a feeling one would be here.
Finders keepers.
When I edited this video, I was like, this is the only sewer that I didn't come in and actually explore. So I still need one more, and I haven't found the plaque. Or the memory, sorry. I don't know why, I'm just determined to call it a plaque. Oh, I totally went past the memory. It's over in this corner. Okay, I have to get back there somehow. Good. And then it's just finding the last quartz stone. Unless, I wonder, because it's 9 out of 10 in total, so then the last quartz stone, I wonder if that counts as the one that I'm missing. I'm going to assume yes. Because if I just need one more, then, I mean, that one is the only one that I don't have. So I'm going to assume that 2 out of 3 isn't here. I don't know if that's the right assumption to make, but it would make sense with the numbers. Okay, so the memory, oh, right there, I totally went straight past it. Alright, so that's obviously them moving. There's an invisible monster just walking right next to me. That's rude. Alright, so we never got into the room on the side there. So I'm assuming that's where our one of one people and the page that we're missing is. So then the question is, how do we do that? Just a matter of walking through, apparently. Yay! So much for exploring everywhere.
You're free. It's another strange book.
The fire, the mine, this voice in the loudspeakers. I don't know what to do. This is too much to deal with. A scary message was blasting in the emergency broadcast, talking about a landslide, about an immediate evacuation. When the men from Tom arrived, I told them, please, 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 to let me look for Jacob. I said that I couldn't find him, but they dragged me away. Some minutes later, the whole town was crushed under tons of rocks and fire and ash. Oh my gosh, they didn't even listen. I have to go back up there. I have to look for him, but they won't let me. I'm here, caged with the rest of the townsfolk in this disgusting shelter filled with bunk beds. This makes no sense. I had a life. How can this be happening? People are gathering around the men from Tom. They talk about rebuilding the whole town, about giving us new homes. Some of them are even celebrating. Celebrating! I can't listen to them. Makes me sick. I need to get out. I need to go back. Go back to Bethelwood. My home is there, with Jacob under the rocks. I have a cable car ticket. I bought it because I was planning to visit Jacob later today, up there at the mine. What am I supposed to do with it? Now it won't take me anywhere. There's nothing at the other end of that cable car, just the buried remains of my life, of our life. Sweet. Well, we're done in here. I'm a bit devo that I didn't sort of take a second to look at that. I think I got a bit distracted by the invisible peeps. Actually, no, you know what it was? I got distracted by the stupid VHS tapes. I was standing here for like a good minute just looking at these VHS tapes. Oh yeah, I see you. Hello. I'm leaving. Bye. It's amazing sometimes when you're playing something and you're so focused on, like, I don't know, something else that you sort of miss bits and pieces, that then you come back in a different headspace and you sort of figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, I knew we had to find a gear, but I was kind of like, where is there a gear?
Sweet.
Alright, back to the art center. One more round with those mannequins. Okay, I think I get what we have to do, and it's kind of... I accidentally did this when I ran into the elevator and found out that the doll was in there and ran out again. We kind of have to do that. Okay, so now the elevator's gone up. Somehow we need to get into this shaft. Ah, okay. Excuse me, what was screaming? Here we go.
You're free. It's another strange book.
I broke into someone's house today. I had to. The monsters were chasing me. I needed a place to hide. I was on the run, so I entered through a window, the most direct way, breaking the glass. The house looked perfectly normal from outside, but inside, it was like a mine. I saw pipes bursting steam, mining tools, bulb helmets, wagons, picks, even Tom propaganda glued to cavernous corridors with railways leading to the darkness. Really over the top. Absolutely absurd. I'm really mad now. Why? Because it doesn't add up. Come on, I thought I knew what was going on. I'm an expert psychoanalyst, one of the best. I'm used to interpreting the subconscious, so, after some time in this place, I noticed that all the madness around me was not random. Clearly I was transforming my surroundings with my own perception. I'm terrified of spiders, so I'm being chased by arachnid creatures. I feel guilty for not speaking to my brother in 6 years, so here's a phony clone of him with eerie green eyes chasing me around. It's clearly a nightmare scenario. I don't know what's generating this, but I'm pretty sure that everything is coming out of my own mind. But then every time I went somewhere I've never been, like inside this random house or down to the sewers, I see the mine. The mine! This makes no sense. Why the mine? Maybe the legends are true, those native tales that old Tom execs used to ramble about. They say that it is cursed and that it's been trapping people inside like flies in a fly trap, one by one for years. I think I'm one of them now. There's a ticket for the cable car in my pocket, probably my own imagination, clinging to a pointless sense of hope, created it to manifest my will of coming back home. That's a nice explanation. I am a brilliant psychoanalyst after all. I get what I see, but that's not going to help me. I'll never escape from this place. And we've done it. 21, 10, 6, 6, 10. Alright, what I'm going to do is call this video, I don't know, just like, I don't know, finalizing bits and pieces or something along those lines. I'll figure it out. Housekeeping. I don't know, but I shall go end it back in the cafeteria or thereabouts. It might be slightly longer than all the other videos, but obviously I am just figuring out all these bits and pieces. Let's just run. Oh, not. Okay, that's fine too. Don't know who you're attacking, good sir. Alright, so dude with the green eyes is waiting for us in this room. Or thereabouts, maybe the next one. I'll leave this here. Pretty sure if I go to the menu it will save. I'm curious to see where we end up though. Doesn't seem to save me in the spot where I save the game. But yeah, so I guess the next video will finish this game, or the next two videos. I don't know how long the end game sequence will be, but yeah, I kind of feel a bit proud that I managed to get 100% of all of the collectibles. It's not something that happens often, and we'll see if it does have any kind of effect on the ending.